I'm sitting here eating. She's sitting here putting her face on.
So we just starting live.
Yeah, we are live.
Okay.
Listen, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate having this opportunity to connect again because, obviously we talked in the past
Don't
about
forget to do the introduction.
all the amazing stuff that you've done. But before
Right.
I do anything, I always want to start off and say thank you for
Oh,
taking the time and giving us the opportunity to really connect with you and, broaden our fan base and, introduce them to you.
yes,
And
sir.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
oh yeah. So I want to introduce my partner here because the last time that we talked, it was just me. So
Right.
this is Fell in Love with Carly.
Hi.
How you doing? Fell in love with Carly. I like that.
Thank you.
So yeah, we have kind of joined forces and really come together to be able to do this. We both were doing media already, so it just kind of was a no brainer for us to just kind of add it all together and really do this together. So it's really a cool thing, man. What's been happening with you?
Uh, Preparing this music, man. We worked on the EP. Uh, Probably since the last time we talked. We've been working hard on music. Got about 7 to 8 songs.
Okay,
Excuse me.
Bless
bless
you.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, we got about 7 to 8 songs, and that's what we've been working on. Now we out. Now we pushing it. Now we pushing the first single out now,
Okay, okay,
and working on some remixes, and we're gonna try to make that one hot. That's out
okay.
now.
Now you're based out of I'm not I was gonna say DC, but Vegas, right?
No, no, no. I'm based out of Connecticut.
You're out of Connecticut. Okay,
Yeah.
well that answers my question, then, man. I thought you was in Vegas. I was gonna say, how you sneezing in Vegas?
Right. I'm gonna say it's still cold out here in Connecticut. It's springtime, but it's still cold.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, it's really just now starting to warm up out this way. So, your first single that you're pushing out right now. Talk a little bit about that.
It's called Bother Me.
Okay,
Uh, we just released it March 31st. Dropped the video the same day.
okay,
It's on all social media platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora. It's everywhere.
okay,
It's our latest single, produced by myself and Kelly, Trader Phenom,
okay,
Little John, sung by Kian Martin out of Atlanta.
okay, okay.
Kian Martin is dope, a dope artist. He has his own project coming out in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I mean, we put it together back in. I think we recorded it back in December,
Okay.
and it's a song about not letting just not letting hate bother you.
Yeah,
Brushing it off your shoulders and keep moving, keep striving to be
yeah.
the best you could be.
How has your process? Because I talked to you, it's probably been time flies, and in all honesty, I probably would have said like 1 to 2 years, but it probably has been about 3 years since we connected.
Right.
So I feel like it was pre-pandemic. So like,
It might have been, yeah.
yeah. So like, how have things been going for you really since the pandemic, and just in terms of kind of bouncing back from that?
Well, since the pandemic, I mean, to be truthful with you, the pandemic changed the game. It opened up the game a little bit
Oh yeah.
more for
Oh
for
yeah.
for, D, for DJs, and
Well,
you
depending
know,
on the DJ, because I think a lot of people didn't really know how to maneuver through it.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly. So for me, I mean, it opened up doors. You know what it did? It made people sit and watch the DJ and appreciate
absolutely,
the DJ
absolutely.
live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, whatever platform you was on. You
Yeah,
know, it made the people finally appreciate the DJ because for a while the DJ was lost. You know, but back when hip hop started, it was about the DJ.
yeah,
As we got into the '90s and 2000s, you've seen less and less of DJs in hip hop and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I mean, not unfortunately, but obviously, we know what the pandemic did
right,
in a bad way, but in a good way,
right.
it just highlighted the DJ. So for me, I just took full advantage of it.
Yeah, because
Whether
that
it
was
was
going to be
getting
my
on Facebook and Twitch or whatever.
yeah, yeah. I still haven't been able to get into the Twitch thing. Like I'm trying to figure that out. I think I'm just too old for it.
Nah, nah, nah. You're not too. I'm telling you, man. Everything is on Twitch. You
Yeah,
you want to see a festival, Rolling Loud? It's on Twitch. You want to watch Jazzy Jeff? He's on Twitch. You want to whatever you want to do is on Twitch.
Okay.
So and it's the same thing as Instagram.
Okay.
Chat room people from all over the world.
I'm gonna check it again because I thought it was just for gaming.
No. It was just the platform was started for gaming, but
Okay.
once the DJ moved over
Got you.
and you don't get cut off,
That's true.
hey, you can't beat that.
Oh, I know about Twitch.
Okay. And listen, I have no clue about it, and we the same age.
No, we're not.
I'm gonna leave this to you. I'm gonna leave this to you.
We're not. Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, but Twitch is the platform right now, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been into music altogether?
Oh my God! Wow. Now
And
I
what-
might be aging myself.
Start with what kind of music? Where did you start in music?
So I started. So let me back up. I'm the youngest of 4 in my family.
Okay.
Plus my uncle that came to live with us when he was like 15 years old. So between my uncle, my older brother, my older sisters, my father, that's all I heard was music growing up.
Okay.
So really, it was around. I don't think I wasn't even 10 years old yet when I heard Funky 4 plus one more. It's the joint, and that's what made me fall in love with hip hop. And so that's the start of my hip hop. But with the R&B, I mean, it's just for family members. They didn't really listen to hip hop like that.
Love
They
it.
was into my brother was into Parliament Funkadelics. My uncle was listening to Shalimar.
Uh-huh.
My father was listening to the Temptations and Marvin Gaye. My older sister was listening to Marvin Gaye. So my mom was listening to Diana Ross. So I've been in the music from the beginning. Just listening, and I started DJing in like the mid '80s. So as a teenager, I think I got my first turntables at 12 or something like that. 12, 13.
Do you still use those turntables?
I still have them. I don't use them anymore, but I still have them.
Why not? That's a good sound.
Yeah, I still have them. So, but yeah. So, I started way back then, and I've been DJing for over 25, 30 years. So,
Right.
Well, have you ever thought about blending your music with the turntables? Because nowadays, a lot of our people don't understand the turntables. They're into the microphone that distorts the voice and everything. And if you take that, you do this like nice infusion of music. Have you thought about just that?
well, I still use turntables when I DJ. So if you ever catch me on Twitch, I'm using turntables.
Okay.
As far as like infusing it with I mean, as far as making music, if I'm in concert, I probably would still use turntables, or something similar like a Rain 12 or something. But yeah, I would still infuse turntables or something similar. It has to be a big platter like that into what I do. So
Yeah, nowadays, because a lot of times some things are a lot just real crowded with everybody wanting to do something. It's great to have that niche that other people don't know about. And so because you already understand the turntables and how to switch the records and everything and do that lick stuff that's super sexy. Okay, that's that DJ stuff. You get you get that vibe right with the music.
right.
Transitioning. They don't even know how to transition right,
No, they don't. And speaking of the pandemic, that's the one thing the pandemic did do. It brought out a bunch of people that thought they could DJ. They would go get a controller and thought, okay, I'm a DJ now, like Jazzy Jeff or D Nice or whoever. And that's the downside of what it did for DJing. It brought a lot of people out that's not real DJs.
Yeah, that's when you knock them out the park, when you start transitioning
Yeah.
right. Listen, when I hear the right people on the air, I end up late for my appointment listening to the DJ. DJ it's a very important role. I'm an event player. I'm an event planner, so I gotta have the right DJ because it'll make or break your event.
Right.
If they in there and you go from you dancing and all of a sudden it just drop.
Well, think about it. Hip hop started off with the DJ, Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash. That was the vocal point of hip hop, the DJ. So, yeah.
What's your favorite genre?
of music, hip hop and R&B. You know, I've been a hip hop head since day one. Like I said, Funky 4+1 More. Um, Hip hop is my first love. R&B. We went in a different direction on this particular project because we've been doing hip hop and R&B for so long, our whole entire life. You know, me and my producer partner wanted to try something different. And so we decided to go with the house route and see what happens. You know, let's start off that way with the soulful house, soulful music, and see how that goes first, and then we'll bring it back to the hip hop.
Curiosity. It's just
Uh-huh.
I'm just being curious. Question:
Yep.
Have you ever thought about country music? For some reason, I could just feel that in the spirit.
Nah, I haven't.
I didn't see that in
He ain't see it coming. He ain't see it. He don't know nothing about this. He in the darkness over there. But you know,
Nah, I'm not saying we couldn't sit down and figure out how to do it, but
Uh-huh.
nah, that's going too far for me now. You
dream
know,
about it.
right. I mean, doing a house music was a big stretch. So,
yeah,
you know, going country music, that's
yeah. I mean,
That's
maybe later on.
yeah, so many more people now are into house music.
I love
So,
house music.
yeah.
I love all genres of music. I can listen to any type of music and
Right.
just be right at home. So
Yeah. So when I was coming up in the '90s and I was in college in the '90s, house music was the thing at the school.
yes, it still is.
Yeah.
It's
So,
weird. Like I'm more into it now, but like back in that day, I couldn't stand it. So,
Yeah.
but like you've been around to see, you know, obviously a lot of the major changes, like in DJing and whatnot.
Yes.
Like, how have you been able to? I guess not so much adapt to it, but like, how do you feel just in terms of like how, you know, things have transitioned, and you know, obviously a lot of people don't necessarily use their tables and whatnot anymore.
Right. Well, I mean, technology is always going to change things. You know,
Right.
to be honest with you, I was one of the last ones to not to you know when they brought out the computers and you know we had to put the vinyl up. I was like one of the last holdouts not wanting to switch over to computer, but
Right.
I mean I gotta tell you, I'm glad I did. I mean, it probably put another 10, 15 years of DJing on my life. You know,
Right.
carrying all those records around,
Yeah.
crates after crates after crates, going to
Absolutely.
clubs
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that computer, the whole laptop thing changed the game. Where all my music is in one store place, and so the technology has been great. It just, you know, so for me, I'm a turntable guy. No matter what the technology is, I'm a turntable guy. But I can't fault anybody that's using controllers or CDJs or whatever they use. I mean, whatever you're good at, you know,
Absolutely.
that's what you use.
Absolutely.
You know, the only thing I say that irks me is when I see a lot of people that only know how to use controllers and not turntables.
Right. Right.
That's to me, that's a problem right there.
Yeah.
You should learn on the turntables first, and then the CDJs or controllers. That's easy, you know. So I don't know how many people I see coming to a party and they see turntables and they go running like they can't DJ because they don't know how to use them, you know.
Yeah.
So, but the technology, yeah, you got to grow with it. You got to go with it.
Right. It would be cool if there was like maybe even if you had like some type of a program or something where maybe you kind of schooled like new DJs and up and coming DJs.
Yeah. I mean, I was just talking about this last week. You know, I just know how to do what I do. You know, I'm not good at as a teacher with it. You know,
Yeah.
I can show you how to do it,
Yeah.
but I'll probably be frustrated that you can't pick it up as fast as what I was able to pick it up. So, you
Right.
know, I could tell you, and you know, but I'm not a good. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be a good teacher with that.
You'd be surprised though, man. You might, because I think there's a lot of people now who are kind of getting into, I guess not so much as teaching, but you know, still being able to show people, you know, the way they do it and whatnot. And because you kind of put more feeling into it and you kind of do it your own way, or you can
Right.
do it your own way, as opposed to just being kind of like the cookie cut.
Yeah.
That's what you
I mean,
said.
trust me, I tried to, you know, get, you know, hey,
I think
here's
he,
a
I
few
think he
pointers.
spoke a mouthful when he just made his statement. You know, everybody don't have the heart to do it.
Right.
You know, and it's a passion that you have when it comes to making music, or baking the cake.
Yeah.
Everybody can't bake, you know.
Like I
It's
think
a certain skill. It's a certain skill. It's a certain
Yeah.
technique that you got to possess, that you got to want to possess. You know.
like I think they would get more out of it from somebody like you, as opposed to just learning it on their own or
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not
You
gonna
know,
learn it on their own. They're gonna
Right.
be on YouTube trying to scratch something. You know, they gonna tear the club up for real. The whole new meaning.
so like where do you feel like you want to take things? Like you've been doing this. You obviously have been in this industry for 25 years. So, you know, it's so much that you've done. Like,
Yes.
where do you feel like you want to take it moving forward?
Right now I'm trying to take it to all the big festivals, every place I couldn't get in before.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why we went into house music and making house music, because it seems like the house DJs are the ones you see headlining the big festivals.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to take it everywhere there that I can, you know. And,
Yeah.
and again, you know, once we get there, then we'll start to come back to our roots and bring it back to the R&B, to the hip hop side, but we try and go as far as we can.
Yeah. Because
From
even
all the
like
major festivals.
Yeah, and when you say that, it makes me think of like, you know, obviously the Essence festivals and
Right.
like the BET Award. Like it would be cool because, you know, obviously a lot of those events they run for 4 or 5 days at a time.
Right.
So,
Right, but I'm talking about like Ultra,
Yeah.
Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about the big boys that that only have house DJs on there. You know.
Absolutely.
Are you doing any recording of your DJing, of your music?
Yeah, I mean, every time I'm on Twitch, I record it. So I post videos of me just practicing and stuff like that every now and then. You know, if I'm at a party or club, if somebody gets some good footage, I'll post it. Things like that. But yeah,
I think I'm gonna download Twitch, man. You
telling
tempted me.
Yeah, I think you should download
You tempted me. I think I'm gonna do it.
Listen, you're gonna love it, man. You get to listen to DJs from all over the world, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out today, actually.
Yeah, and you get to interact with people from all over the world.
Absolutely.
You know? So that's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah. So the single you have out there, you said that dropped on the 31st, right?
That dropped March 31st.
Okay.
Video dropped March 31st as well.
Okay. Now, and then there's an album coming behind that, right?
So I'm thinking, we trying to figure out, are we going to release the EP or are we just going to drop singles like every other month?
Okay.
And then maybe release an EP later on down the line this year.
Okay. I actually like that idea, like as far as dropping singles every other month.
Yeah.
Like I feel like artists nowadays, they do far better just dropping singles because you have so many people that they don't want to go out and buy. I mean, well, they're not really buying physical copies of albums anymore anyway, but they don't, you know, unless they have like the Apple Musics and stuff like that, they really don't want to buy full albums and whatnot. So
right.
I think that's dope.
Yeah. I think that's definitely what we're going to do. Just like every other month, drop a new single.
Okay.
Just keep it going that way.
Okay. I think that's dope, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate being able to do this and obviously keep up with you. We definitely have to do it more because, you know, like I said, it's been like 2 to 3 years since we last connected.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you want to get out, you know, right now with your, you know, with the interviews that you're doing? Obviously, the new single.
Right. Well, yeah, obviously the new single. Just letting people know that we're here. I Am DJ Drake is here. You know, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna make things happen. We're gonna entertain you. We're gonna make you laugh. We're gonna make you cry. We're gonna make you have fun. We're gonna make you dance. You know, we're gonna do all that. So, you know, I just want the world to know we're here.
What's your inspiration behind even making music?
So I've been making music, like I said, my whole entire life. From the 90s all the way up to now, we've been making music. You know, I had some things out in the 90s. You know, I performed with a lot of different groups as a DJ, as my own group, performing on stage with these other groups. And I think this time around, I just felt like in order for me to take that next step, I had to go and start making music again. And my true inspiration is looking at people like Black Coffee, Calvin Harris, you know, K Tronada. You know, looking at them like, man, there's absolutely no reason why I'm not doing that as well, you know, especially when we know how to do this too, you know.
Absolutely. I think I can I appreciate your journey, and I can appreciate like how now, you know, given that you've been here for so long, like you're kind of looking at different ways that you can obviously advance yourself, and then just kind of tackling that head on. Because it's kind of the same thing with me. Like I've been doing media for 22 years, and it's really as of this year and last year that I've really started to really sit down and figure out, okay, why am I not here when I've been here for this long? And and now a lot of the stuff that I'm doing and the stuff that Fell in Love with Carly and I are doing is just like it's like top notch. Like this past weekend alone, like we did some events.
It just don't make no sense.
It just don't make no sense. The stuff that we were able to pull off this past weekend, it was like, damn, like for real, for real.
Right.
Timing is everything.
But it's cool. Like
timing is everything.
Everything happens when it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And you know, you connect and unite with the people that you're supposed to, you know, when it's supposed to happen. So I think like you're where you're supposed to be, we're where we're supposed to be. But it's cool to see, you know, you transitioning just into bigger and better things. And you know, obviously looking to pick up on these festivals and that sort of thing. Like I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of that.
Me too.
Yeah. We just want to make good music, man. At the end of the day, we just want to make good music and put smiles on people's faces.
And it's cool to see people like yourself who it exudes. Like we could see that you're doing this because you got a love and a passion for it.
Absolutely. And I would love to be able to have you, and I'm maybe jumping out there, but that's what I do. To invite you to the station on a Saturday morning. We do a station. We're at the station on Saturday mornings from 11 to 1 on No Static Radio.
Right. So like if you're here in town, like it would be cool to, you know,
for you to either pull up to the station or we can do a virtual interview like this, but we have more capability to actually stream your music and listen to it right there. So we can actually give the audience a taste of who you are and talk about it right there. You know, with all the speakers and everything in place, you know. So I would love to be able to invite you if you're willing to come on a live broadcast like this, or if you're in town, of course.
Now, where are y'all located at?
Cleveland.
You're in Cleveland, Ohio. All right.
Yeah, I think that would definitely be dope. And I mean, you know, obviously you're in Connecticut, but then, you know, again, we can always do like the live streams, and with us being in the station, we can play the music right then and there. Which Tangi, she sent me the single, so we'll actually have that spinning on the station regularly now. So that'll be cool.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. And then you can try some of these sweet potato pies over here that when you came in, he was eating. That's why he had the crumbs on his mouth, fucking smash. You know, I gotta get on him because he always messing with me. So
listen, I love sweet potato pie. That's one of my favorite dishes right there. So sweet potato pie, I'm good. I'm coming.
Yeah, sweet potato fried pies over here to the left of this gentleman. So
listen, man, we ain't paying no attention to her. Look,
yes, we are.
We appreciate you, man. Like I think this is really dope. I'm doing this like as a passion, and like I love media and journalism and all of that stuff. So like it's really, really cool to connect with you. It's a blessing now to have, you know, obviously done it more than once, but we'll keep doing this. And like I said, we can bring you onto the show on a Saturday and do that. And then of course, if you're here in town and whatnot, then we can have you at the station. And
we'd like to welcome you one way or another.
Yeah.
You know,
perfect. Let's make it happen.
Yes. So whenever it's a good time, if that's a good time slot for you from 11 to 1 Saturday, you know, anywhere in between there, we could just fit you in. And that way we definitely could stream your music while we're there.
Okay. I love it. Let's make it happen.
Now, any type of final comments or anything like that?
Just go to Spotify now. Look up I Am DJ Drake, stream it. You know, obviously, you know, like you said earlier, people don't buy records no more. So streaming is the most important thing you can do. Streaming on Spotify, streaming on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Amazon Music, Tidal, like the single's called "Bother Me," featuring Kenya Martin, and you know, follow me on Instagram at I Am DJ Drake, TikTok I Am DJ Drake, YouTube I Am DJ Drake, and Twitch at I Am DJ Drake.
I am
So-
DJ Drake on Spotify. You guys, I need you to download. I'm sorry,
Now-
Yes.
I'm live over here, so I want to make sure they can hear you.
Yes, please go download it and stream it. That's the most
Download
important
and
thing.
stream DJ Drake, you guys.
Now, outside of the music, you know, obviously that's available on Spotify and the different streaming platforms. What about people that just want, like, they want to get to know more about who you are and like, is there a website and all that that kind of has like your past music too, or?
Yep. You can hit me on IamDJDrake.com.
Okay.
Again, if you really want to get to know me and see me up close and personal, Twitch. I'm on Twitch Sundays 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time, Wednesdays 4 to 6 Eastern Standard Time, and Fridays 4 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. So if you really want to get to know me, interact with me live on Twitch, that's you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. I'm
Go ahead and download it.
Look, it's
Download it and make
I ain't doing nothing with it.
I already got it.
it.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. We'll definitely do it again, and then we'll
Yes,
have
sir.
the single streaming, you know, on the station and whatnot.
All right. Thank you both.
Don't forget, you guys, I am Fella Level Carly. This is J Rock, and we
We're
are
not going away.
the entertainment plug. We're not going to.
No, we're not going away.
Oh, well, guess what? My bad, y'all, but you still know who we are, okay?
All right. Thank you again, man.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right. So yeah, I thought that was dope.
It was very dope.
We're still on there. We're still live. You still look confused. Like
I'm
what's
not.
happening?
I'm just like, I thought we were about to, like, you know, maybe a little bit. Like,
No.
we still should
We gonna
sign
end-
off
we
at
are
the
gonna
end
sign
of
off in a second.
each client.
We are
though.
gonna sign off in a second.
You know what, you guys?
Listen, you guys are here. We appreciate you guys being here.
Yes.
This is still a little new to us, you know, coming together and actually doing these streams live and that sort of thing. But we are tweaking it and figuring out exactly how we want to do things. We have another artist that we're going to be doing a stream with tonight, Aaron Stevenson. So you want to tune back in here at 7 o'clock. You want to come back in at 7 o'clock so that you can see this live stream. But and actually we'll be on before that. So the problem is we have multiple links. So moving forward after this week, we'll have just one link, and then you'll be able to hit that link and be on for the whole time.
Y'all hear that, Facebook? So y'all won't have to be over here by yourself. I will be able to send y'all the links too, so you guys can come and see the artists as we're actually interacting with them instead of being over here. But it's okay, because y'all know y'all get me to yourselves.
Selfish ass. But listen, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna be back on in a few minutes, but thank y'all for tuning in. And again, thank you to I Am DJ Drake.
Yes.
Make sure you guys hit him up on Instagram
Yes,
at I Am DJ
please
Drake, or you can
do.
go to IamDJDrake.com.
.com.
So
Don't forget, we're the entertainment plug.
you.